Where are the best places to invest in UK property in 2022? 2022 is here, and now more than ever it's time to make well-informed investment decisions. Stay tuned! If I can change my life, so can you. Subscribe to my channel and I show you how. My name is Fabrizio Cravero and this channel is all about property investment for the UK and overseas investors. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We are going to create a community of investors that grows together. So, pandemic, buy-to-let is dead, the property crash is coming, so much negativity at the beginning of the 2021. And yet, we are here now with a new average house price in the UK of £270,000, 10% more than 1 year ago. So, make sure you pick the right area and you have the correct mentality. And if you are ready to get rich slowly with property, you won't go wrong. I checked many reports from JLL, Savills and the most prestigious sources, and I compared the main key metrics like property prices, rental yields, tenant demand, population, regeneration, tenant demographics, transport links. And here is the list of the 8 best places to invest in property in 2022. And stay until the end of the video because I prepared not one, but 2 very special gifts for you to help you on your investment journey. And also 1 extra bonus city with a great potential. Stay until the end to discover the golden nugget. The first city is definitely Liverpool, due to the rental yields it can provide. 2021 has been amazing for Liverpool, with huge growth already, but JLL predicts the property prices in Liverpool will rise by another 28% over the next 4 years. Look at the L7 postcode, for example, where the Royal Liverpool University Hospital is. It can deliver annual rental yields of 10%. In terms of regeneration, the Liverpool Water Scheme will be one of the most impactful ones for the city. A 5 billion 30 years plan will create nearly 17,000 new jobs. Another great place to invest in 2022 is Glasgow. It is the second city of Scotland and the economy is set to perform on par with Edinburgh over the next 5 years. That's going to be clearly impacting the property market. Sales prices are expected to rise by 24.4% over the next 5 years, and also the rental growth is expected to rise by 10.5% over the same period. Considering that the property prices already grew 17% in the past years, there is a potential for the investors looking at Scotland. And of course, another city that is under the property investors' radar for a while is Manchester. That's where I have part of my portfolio of buy-to-lets, and I'm very happy with it. Manchester continues to be the northern powerhouse and is one of the most exciting locations for investment. With some of the best capital appreciation returns on the list over the last 5 years, the prices are expected to rise by 28% according to Savills' revised forecast. Manchester remains a clear alternative to London. It is now one of the top destinations for young professionals, and the Grey North Rail project will increase the tourism for Manchester as well. Next in the list, we can find Birmingham. Since 2016, the growth never stopped. With the Commonwealth Games 2022 coming up, Savills predict that Birmingham will be one of the fastest growing regions over the next 5 years, forecasting price rises of 24% by 2025. One of the biggest advantages Birmingham has is its affordability. The average income to property price ratio is much better in Birmingham than across the UK, and that means that there's still plenty of potential. Also, the average rents have risen by 30% already over the past 10 years, but they are expected to rise by another 12% over the next 5 years. That's what you should look at as a property investor. And of course, the HS2, the high-speed train that will connect London with Birmingham in 45 minutes only, will definitely be a great advantage for Birmingham and therefore for the property prices. And before I reveal the next great investment city on the list, I want to share with you my first gift already, the 22 city guides that I prepared. I analyze in depth 22 main UK cities under the investor's point of view, including the average prices, average yields, and the past 5 years performances for each postcode. Just check the link in the description below and you can get all the 22 guides for free. And moving on in the list, we find Newcastle. That's where I have another good portfolio of buy-to-lets performing very well. Newcastle is among the most affordable locations in the UK, and that makes it an ideal place for rental yields. Also, the forecast is bright for Newcastle, with Hamptons predicting a capital growth of 21.5% in the next 4 years. The Northeast is one of the fastest growing regions for new startup businesses. This will boost the demand from young professionals, which will then increase the rental prices and therefore the yields. And the next that can't be missed on the list is Nottingham. Why do I say that? Because the major strength is in its past capital growth and the future long-term yield growth, which is said to be one of the strongest in the country according to JLL. There are two major UK universities relatively close to the city centre and the Queen's Medical Centre, which is one of the largest teaching hospitals in the country, with over 6,000 medical staff. These impact the tenant demand, therefore supporting the yields and the future capital growth as well. And now, let me ask you a question. Are you looking for a long-term rental return? Then look no further. I'm talking about Leeds, with 73% of the households currently renting. This is a dream city for investors looking for consistent tenant demand. And JLL predicts that Yorkshire will see a growth of 28% over the next 5 years. And economically, Leeds is one of the fastest growing cities. That's another sign of the potential for property investors. And before I move to the bonus city, my personal golden nugget for 2022, let me close this ranking with Edinburgh. Edinburgh remains one of the best places to invest in the UK due to the excellent price growth over the last decade. One thing I must say, prices going up have lowered the rental yields, but Edinburgh still remains desirable among tenants. Savills also predict the Edinburgh economy will continue to rise, and that will positively impact the property prices, with an expected growth of 24.4% over the next 5 years. Now, you notice that London is not on the list of the best places to invest in 2022. But I believe that as investors, we should be looking for where the new opportunities will be, not for where the boom already happened. So, with London still struggling to recover, a number of key towns in the suburban area started to attract my attention. And Bracknell is one of those towns. That's where Dell, Microsoft, and 3M have their offices, and there is now a large-scale regeneration that attracts an incredible demand. The prices here have risen by 249% over the last 20 years, and still, this is nearly half of the price of the average London property. That makes the yields being attractive, with 5.48% on average, compared with 2.9% in London. I believe that Bracknell represents the 2022 opportunity to take advantage of long-term growth and consistent yields, probably anticipating the future boom of London a few years later. Those were the results of my researches for 2022, but now let me share with you my second gift. I'm so excited to share with you the free sneak peek to my new course on how to invest in UK property from overseas. So much content and case study there. This is something I've been working on for a long time, and already I had so much interest. So go in the description below and get access for free to the sneak peek of the Property Investment Secret course. Remember to subscribe to the channel, let me know where you plan to invest, and let's create a community of educated investors here. Invest with knowledge, create financial freedom, and I'll see you in the next video.